And start some opening remarks.
Yeah, just so proud of our group. It's hard to have a season start like that and then come and really believe and have the fire and the will to want to win. We've been really, really hungry, I would say. And practice, has been a grind and has been we got to get better every day practices. And just to have the balance, I've been talking about this, I would say, with this group since June, that we're going to be a balanced group. We're going to be a group that has to share the ball. Obviously, with 18 assists, 5 in double figures, that's going to be the type of group we are. So great to have our shooters come alive and get some confidence going into the league. That's a really good team in Carbondale. They have a national rebounder who's top 10 in the nation, top 25 in block shots as well. And we did a pretty great job on her just in terms of making everything really, really difficult. So yeah, just really proud of our group.
My question relates to your two bigs combined for 0 points, or 1 point, I'm sorry. But the defense, because you held there, you just talked about Uchenna was 5 for 16 shooting.
Yeah.
And your defense, help defense especially on her, was really, really good at this game.
Yeah, definitely. And there's going to be nights like that. I think when you have a team that is going to be really balanced, some nights it's going to be your night, some nights it's going to be a couple other people's nights, and so how can I contribute? How can I be of value to what it is that we're doing? And tonight was like a defensive night and a rebounding night.
To expand on that, you said it's one person's, in this game it was one person's game for a little while, another person's
It was,
game for a little
yep.
while. Ava started out, on fire.
Red hot.
Macy closed it out late. Molly
Yeah.
hit a bunch of threes. Like, you had several people take over the game at certain moments.
Yeah, and I think that's what the best teams do. They have these runs that occur and happen, and it's a combination of multiple people. And that's really hard to guard because you don't know who's going to go off and when they're going to go off. And I think that will make us really scary going into the OVC. But yeah, I'm really proud of our bigs because while they didn't necessarily get the rebounds, I think they really held her off sometimes and made things difficult for her from a rebounding standpoint. And so that allowed someone else to get a rebound. We've got 2-3 guards sitting here that have 7 rebounds. Like, that's to have guard play that has 7 rebounds. Someone had to help them do that too. So it's keeping someone else off the glass so you can go in and get a rebound.
Coach, Bree and Allie were in foul trouble, and you had some lean on your freshman, Lori Convoy. She was in for a little bit over 5 minutes. Let's just talk about the importance and what she brought forward.
Yeah, she comes ready to play every day, every game. And whether it's we're running in the locker room or we're, getting on the line, she wants to be first. She's excited to be there. She's enthusiastic. And she's like, you should see her face in the timeouts. She's been in for 28 seconds and she's so revved up and ready to play and, and listening and so coachable. A local woman too, this localness is really, really special. And so to have someone that stays home and wants to do the dirty work and, isn't maybe the star or the MVP, but what do you need from me? I'll step in and I'll do it for you.
And I'll tell you, 5:20 left in the game, I wrote it down. She had that block on Uchenna. In the fourth quarter, it was a huge possession.
Yep.
She gets the block.
Yeah.
So she might not fill up the stat sheet in those 5 minutes, but that's a key play in that game.
Yeah, and they didn't count it, did they? We'll have to go back and check that out. We'll have to go back and check that one out. That's a block shot. I agree.
One stat Ashley and I were talking about on the broadcast, insane. You had 25 fast break points. They had 0.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Your fast break points, and then to be able to get back on defense to limit their fast break points, that's amazing. No one does that. That's amazing.
I will say too, we've been doing a really great job of in practices, executing our primary better, and transition D has been a big point of focus of ours, to sprint back, to match, to find, to protect rim, to protect and stop the ball, and so I think they're hopefully now they're seeing the results of what practice is doing for them and seeing what it is that happens when you really work and you put yourself in a position to win games. But yeah, primary, and it helps when you make a lot of threes. I think some of those were primary break threes, right? And so I think we had some drive and kickouts. We had some get inside the paint, and then we have a trail 3 coming down the floor for us. Shooters shot the lights out. Wow.
Talk about also how big this win is going in the conference that starts off there. You get a big win like this.
Oh, yeah.
Headed back on the road to start conference.
Yeah,
play.
confidence builder. A win against the Missouri Valley team, who is a higher mid-major team and program than we are, and so to get that type of win, it's a cross-state win, It's a rivalry, always has been. You know, and just the taste in our mouths probably from last year's game. Like, we didn't play the way we were capable of playing. And so now to come back, to bounce back, to have that kind of win right before the league is just giving our group some fire.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you so much.